still on DJ Akademiks, and breaking news. Drizzy Drake boots Future Vandross off his tour, and Future turns around and is now filing a lawsuit of $1.5 million. So, if you guys didn't know, Drake dropped an album, Nothing Was the Same, and he has an upcoming tour that starts later on this month called Would You Like a Tour? The tour was set to feature 3 people, Drake, Miguel, and my guy, Future Vandross. I call him Future Vandross because he's a ratchet trap version of Luther Vandross, so you hear him singing, rapping, singing all these trap ballads, so that's my guy, Future Vandross. However, it seems that Drake isn't having it anymore with all these rappers having slick talk, sideways talk, especially after he helped out their careers. So, we all see what happened with Kendrick. He helped Kendrick, he got on a couple songs, he was giving Kendrick a huge cosign, put Kendrick on Take Care, gave him a whole 2 minutes to rap, gave him a lot of promo, and then Kendrick comes out talking a little sideways, calls him out in the track, and calls him out possibly at the BET Awards. So, it doesn't look like Drake is in a friendly mood with anyone that's talking slick, and he's also said he was not willing to work with Kendrick for the foreseeable future. So, while he's doing his promo run, promoting his album, Nothing Was the Same, Future Vandross, or Future Vandross, like I like to call my man, he's also preparing his album cycle to go, and he goes to Billboard magazine that is, and he tells them in an interview, Drake makes an album filled with hits, but it doesn't grab you. They're not possessive, and it doesn't make you feel the way that my music does. And of course, he's trying to play up his music and really show how his music is going to affect people in a positive way, but he's also kind of downplaying Drake a little bit. Even though he gave him credit, it's a backhanded compliment. He's saying, listen, your album's filled with hits, but they're not really grabbing onto the people. That's what you would say about like someone who's a one-hit wonder. Like, yeah, you got a hit, but your music isn't really connecting with the people for the people to have a long-lasting effect with your music. So if you follow Drake's career, that's exactly what he's been aiming for. He's not making an album just filled with hits or just joints to play on the radio. Take Care was filled with tracks that you could listen for 8 to 12 months. Like, I listened to that album for a full year and a half afterwards. So I could understand in the current state why Drake took offense to that. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm bringing this guy on tour. I got on his first single when he was coming up. He jumped on the Tony Montana joint. Maybe there's still some friction between them. Drake had skipped out on the Future Tony Montana video shoot, and Future was reportedly upset, but they all squashed that because it was on many tracks afterwards. So they had to be cool. However, Drake has definitely kept collabing with Future a lot, but he brings him on tour. He's trying to give him more exposure, and this would have been a great run to open up for Future Vandross' new album that's coming out top of the year next year. Now, this is a classic example of when keeping it real goes too wrong. Future whole campaign is talking about, I'm just being honest. And Future, you might have been a little bit too honest, especially with someone who's your peer, your colleague, and someone who's helped you immensely with your career. Listen, there's a time and a place for everything, and that was definitely the wrong time and the wrong place to make those comments about Drake. So Drake reportedly calls his manager up, and Drake was pissed. And this was being reported by Page 6, that Drake says to his agent, listen, you either fire Future from the upcoming tour, or I'm gonna fire you. And of course, Aubrey's probably has his black gloves on, you know what I mean, looking like how he looked in the headlines video, probably on some thug shit. At least that's what it seems like, because I can't imagine Drake even saying that shit. However, that's what he told his agent. Future was removed from the tour. Future did try to clear it up, but I guess it was obviously too late. He did tweet out, he was like, hey, respect to Billboard. I'm disappointed that I was misquoted. I always have love for the fam, Drizzy Drake. And then he was like, hey, I can't respect bad energy. That's not my style. #honest. Then Future turns around. He is now reportedly filing a lawsuit of $1.5 million against Drake. And that's for lost earnings that he was supposed to earn on this tour, when he was supposed to earn reportedly $40,000 a night. So that's a big payday. I don't know if maybe the curse of Sierra is still affecting my man Future Vandross, but I hope he picks it back up. He also did turn down being on the Lil Wayne's tour because he didn't want to be the opening act on that tour. So he then accepted the Drizzy Drake Would You Like a Tour, actual tour. that was going to be a good look for him, but apparently it just won't happen now. So, Future Vandross, you got to pick it up. Looks like the light-skinned Key Sweat out here isn't taking a sideways talk anymore. Make sure you guys tune in. Once again, it's DJ Akademiks. Subscribe. Holla at me.